Hi, Hiram here. My last couple of videos I've been doing tests on this Vargo Titanium Converter Stove where I'm trying to get it to work with less than a fluid ounce of methanol. I've had a number of people tell me that the stove works the way it was designed, but that it's just that I'm trying to use it in a way that it wasn't designed for. In this case, it was made to work with 2 fluid ounces of methanol. In here you put 2 ounces in, then after a little short of 2 minutes it starts to blossom. But when I tried it with like just a fluid ounce, which is only halfway up, it's gone for 20 minutes and still doesn't come to a bloom. So it just doesn't seem to work with anything short of the 2 fluid ounces. The reason why I'm going for that is there might be times when you don't have 2 fluid ounces of methanol or alcohol to use in this thing. You know, you want a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something, but if you don't have 2 fluid ounces, it kind of looks like you're out of luck. So I've been trying things like with putting carbon felt down this tube to try to help it light. I did one, the last one I think I did was on using a primer pan underneath here, which all Vargo stoves seem to really need is a primer pan. Large part of that is because this thing is made out of titanium for one, and two, because there's no liner in here. There's no wick inside this stove to bring the alcohol up close to the jets. This is hollow, so that's another reason why. So I've been doing a couple of tests here, trying to use less than 1 fluid ounce. Nope, not really good. So then I'm thinking maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe I should try it from the other side. You can flip this stove over and then use Espit's, you know, the solid fuel or some of the gel fuel and stuff. And I was wondering about putting alcohol here and burning it this way. So I did a series of 3 tests. I'll show them to you here. On the first test, I took it out of the stand and just put it on the table. I put as much alcohol as I could get into this little cup, which it doesn't hold very much. On the first test, I put in 4 milliliters of methanol, and that filled it up. And this is how the test looked. So that was 4 milliliters of alcohol in this little cup, and it burned for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Not bad. I guess you could get a cup of water warm at that rate. So on the next test, I thought maybe if I put a carbon felt disc in here, I might be able to get more alcohol in this little depression. In this case, I put 1 carbon felt, which is about 0.17 inches thick. It's about 1 1/4 inches across. I have a punch that makes these for me. I had it for another project, but it's just a little disc of carbon felt. With this, I was able to put in 6 milliliters of methanol. That's 2 milliliters more than the previous tests. And this is what this test looked like. So now that was 1 carbon felt disc, 6 milliliters of methanol, and that burned for 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So better, it's getting better. So what I did then was I cut another disc. So this is 2 discs now. They're each 0.17 inches thick. So that gives me about 6.34 inches of thickness. Hopefully you can see that. Put that on there. And I added methanol into this. In this case, with the 2 discs, I was able to get 8 milliliters of alcohol in here. Now remember, 1 fluid ounce is about 30 milliliters. Half of a fluid ounce is about 15 milliliters. Yeah, that's good math. So a quarter of an ounce is 7.5 milliliters. My first test was 4 milliliters. My second test was 6. In this one, I was able to get 8 milliliters of methanol in here. So that's just a little bit more than a quarter of a fluid ounce. And this is what that test looked like. Okay, so that was 8 milliliters of alcohol with 2 carbon felt discs. That burned for 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Better. I don't think adding another disc on top of this will help, because this kind of looked like the flames were bigger, so it consumed the alcohol faster because of the double thickness that was actually outside of the fluid. So it acted like a bigger surface for burning. But 8 milliliters, just a little bit more than a quarter of a fluid ounce, burned for 5 minutes and 31 seconds. So maybe that's the way to go. Have something like this, put it in here, and put your alcohol in that. Now this will pack, you can get this all into this little, here we have the primer pan. We could have the 2 pieces of carbon felt, and everything would fit right in here. The other thing I'm looking at for maybe as another test, if we're really interested, is there's this big curved area. I wonder if we could take, this is the bottom of a soda can, and you have this nice curved area. If we got something like this and cut it down to size, I bet that would fit in there. And that would give you an even bigger area, put the carbon felt in there, and an even bigger area to put methanol in to use for a longer burn. So this would be laying down in here, and that would give us a bigger area for alcohol. Might be something to look at. So I just wanted to show this to you. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.